welcome back to Vocal Dump.
Hey guys, Lewis here from the future in the middle of editing. Just to let you know that we tried something different on our setup this time and my audio is completely pants because of it. Apologies for that. Don't usually throw the blame, but this is all completely Joe's fault. And I also refer to sparklers in the term of fireworks as sprinklers. Also, apologies for that. Okay, on with the episode.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're going.
Is this thing on, mate?
Is this fucking thing working, mate?
You right, Joe?
Fucking hope so. You alright?
Yeah, it's been a while, actually, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. We've missed 2 weeks. We've had a break.
You know, have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Have a Kit Kat, baby. Yeah, so, how's life been for you?
Good. Bit of stress, bit of good. Bit of stress, bit of good, like.
Yeah, I'm going through a bit of a stressy period as well. You know what I'm like.
Yeah. Keeping it real, shall we? Should we just talk about our stresses?
Yeah, maybe we should have a proper... no jokes this week. Just
Yeah.
straight life, real... That's what everyone wants to hear.
Yeah, it's been a 2-week gap. And then the first episode come back. Oh, God, they're fucking moaning, aren't they?
Yeah, they fucked. Both of them.
Do you want to start, or should I start?
Well, I have one grievance that really I feel like I'm just gonna come to you today with a lot of I'm pissed off at things.
Right.
This is the I'm pissed off episode. I was in a car park this week, just went to the shop, co-op, and as I was parked in a normal parking bay, some fucking woman with her kids parks. I thought, oh, she's just gonna go to the child bay. You know, you can park for your kids.
Right.
No, I thought, and then she's going to the disabled thing. No disabled badge. But then she didn't even do that. She parked in between the disabled spot. So it was like disabled spot, then like a yellow lined
Yeah.
space.
The kind of grid, like.
Yeah, and then there was a disabled spot, then another yellow. She parked, so she went past the kid parking bit, went straight to the disabled parking bit, but not even in a disabled spot, the in-between bit. So she was like taking up 2 disabled spots because that isn't the same width of a car. And I was sat there and I was raging. I was like, I can't fucking stand this. And then, next minute, some other guy parks in a disabled spot. Again, I know...
Some disabilities are not visible, Joe.
I knew you were going to say that, but it was it was 2 builders, right? And it was like, okay, well, it just annoyed me. There was no badges. There was no, and then the same car park, it was like loads of spaces there. Some fucking guy decides to park right next to me.
Yeah, I hate that.
Why?
Find that all the time. Or it's a similar thing with parking. Like they park next to you when you're in the car park. Or if you ever like gone to like a food shop or something, come back to the car or come back from a day out, back to the car, and the person who's parked next to you is also going back to their fucking car at the same time. It's like that synergy is always like there's 2 people always turn up at the same time. They're like, oh, can I just get in my side of the fucking car first? When it's like 30 cars and they come up and they want to leave at the same time. I always find that.
Or you're going back to your car and there's someone in their car like this.
Just sat on their phone. Yeah. So you got to be like gentle with the door. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Make them aware that I'm not
like,
gonna.
Exactly. The fucking door. And you're like, I'm not gonna hit your car. It's fine. It's good. I'm just carrying my bag and just getting into the car. And they're like this.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's just things are annoying me. There was another again recently to do with the car. I took Katie and myself. We were out shopping, and then we thought, right, we'll go to the car wash because she needed to get her car washed. And the guy there, we pulled around first. Well, first of all, we pulled up before we went shopping, and there was like cones there, and he was like waving like go away, like shut.
Fully booked. Shut.
For fuck's sake, it's an automatic fucking car wash. I So
Oh, right. Is it
you
one
know
of the drivey
the
through ones?
drive through, it clamps your wheel through in it, and we were like,
Ah, right.
okay, whatever. So we went shop, we came back, and it was open, and then the guy was like, I'd prepaid for the wash through an app because you get like discounts if you use an app. So, oh, whatever. And what a world we're living in, paying for a fucking car wash through an app for the QR code.
Everything's a bloody app, innit?
It fucking
Get
does
the
my
app.
head in. Get the fuck.
Use your email
Oh,
and a
I know.
two-step verification to get yourself into the app. Like,
Looks like this email's already been used. Fuck off. So getting back to the car wash, so he's like jet washing it, scrubbing it, and then he's like doing the motion like put your windows down. He's like, see the wash you've paid for, it's not gonna be good enough. This car's stinking. And we were like, well, that's why we're here. Like, he's like, so what?
He's saying it's like, you gotta pay a bit more, mate. Come on,
Well,
pay a bit more for this fucking clean.
Well, the guy was like, I don't want to sound like a fucking bigot. He was a foreign guy, right? So it was sort of broken English when he was saying to us, like, this car's dirty. You need to have the better one. That's basically what he was saying. And I was like, oh, how much extra is that? And he's like, £5 more, but it'll make your car sparkly. And I was like, well, he's like, I've already programmed it in. So I was like, well, so you're like charging me more for something I didn't ask for. I just want to fucking wash the. So I was like, oh, whatever.
So what he's saying is he's like, he's already done the £5 extra treatment before he asked you this £5 more.
Yeah, but then there's an ending to this. So we were going through, me and Katie were like, so do we mean we gotta pay extra now or what? So we pulled around because we hadn't paid for it.
And no, so it's usually at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I had prepaid, so he scanned the QR code and gone, yep, Ultra Wash, whatever, went through. Right. So I thought, I don't want to drive away now because maybe he's gonna go like, oh, well, hold on, you owe me a £5 because we put it through. So we were like, being a good person or whatever, drove back around, saw the guy. I was like, I waved to him. He was doing someone else's car at this point, and he came over and he was like, is there a problem? And I was like, no, we owe you a £5. Oh, no. It's for free. It's free. So I was like, I stressed out this whole way through the car wash.
What?
But he had just put it up because he said the car was so bad. This was Katie's car, by the way. That he added the like super wash on top of what we'd paid for free. But then because it was like miscommunication, I was like, what? And then he was confused. I was confused. Katie was driving, which made it even worse. Because I had to tell her, go around, and she's like, oh, I don't know what to do, and it just pissed me off. If he had just said, I'll add this for free, but
it's on the house kind of thing.
Because he kept saying £5 extra, I was like, right, okay, well that means I owe you £5 extra. But I haven't paid you for it. Did you take it off my? Did you charge my account? So there's next time I pay, I gotta pay on the. I don't fucking.
Did you charge it? Did you charge my app?
That's
my
what
app
I mean.
Now £5 less.
While I was in the car wash. The things are going on, and I don't know if this is just me being weird, but I kind of like going to a car wash. I kind of like the audio sensory of it. I'm like, oh, this is quite relaxing. Like some people don't like it, but when it's like the water trickles across, it goes on the sides.
Yeah,
it's quite nice. I like it. But
those machines, I don't mind. I don't mind those as much as the ones where you just got a bunch of dudes stood around your car, spraying the car around. That's a bit of a different sensory thing. It's more awkward, really.
That's scary. That is. I feel like you can get broken in. Like, oh, they're the jet wash crew.
I've had. I usually go to those. I don't go to the machine ones.
Well, it was just because it was so close to the shopping outlet place we went. I thought, oh, we'll just stop there, and I go the app. But it stressed me out. Like you know me, you've known me for years now. I stress out over the littlest things, and they just weigh on my mind. So these things, just I was sat in the car wash, fucking looking through the app, like, oh, is it gonna say -5 on you now? Is it gonna say you gotta pay for it? Have I got to come back around? It was £5 for a fucking car wash.
Yeah, losing sleep over £5 on your car wash, man.
And that's that's my problem. I'm such an overthinker that these things just destroy me. But then when I go to big things, then I'm like, oh well, it's life, innit? the little things. It's for fuck's
Yeah.
sake. It's like, oh no, the people who used to live here, letters come and I haven't got their contact information. What am I gonna do?
This is probably sounding really illegal now, but I've opened a couple. Like,
Or you just well, it's just your house. The letter comes through, and you go, oh, oops, I've opened the wrong one.
yeah, I'm usually like, oh, give it a week. Like, this one looks pretty interesting. Nah, I don't do it like that. I don't do that. It's been more like a, oh fuck, actually, this is for, I don't know, Joe Blogs. Actually, Mr. Joe Blogs. This I thought it was for me
Yeah, letter
because
comes
it had
through.
like, I don't know, it had like fucking Tesco Club card or something written on it. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably for. Oh, actually, what the fuck, Mr. Blogs?
Yeah,
And I realized, oh shit, this is a previous owner's letter.
the letter comes through. You read, and it's like, this is a letter from your great grandfather. I sent this in 1929. The house that
Yeah.
you're in now, I bought when I was just a lad.
Yeah.
Under the third patio stone step, there is a hidden treasure box. And you're like, fuck.
It's like a Poltergeist, the 80s movie. And they're like, they moved the gravestones, but they didn't move the bodies. It's like on Indian burial
Indian
ground. It's
burial
like,
ground.
oh my God. What was I gonna say then? Fuck. It's something about letters. Oh yeah, when I was in uni, obviously you got a house, you rent houses, didn't you, in uni?
Yeah,
Just come from uni house to house, like from certain years. First year I was in a house like a dormitory.
yeah,
And the years after that I was like renting houses
yeah.
to like student accommodation. And one of them, that's the first little taste, the first taste I had of opening someone else's mail.
Right.
I was in a house and it was a parcel, like a block. Just think of like a cube, right? A cube box.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this one looks good. This one looks good. It's a parcel. I was like, I can't open it. I was like, obviously, other than that, it's illegal.
Yeah.
This is really bad, isn't it? Me giving this information out, but
Ah, fuck it, you're in uni.
and it's like, oh, uni. It's like nearly a decade ago now. Over a decade ago.
Plus, it's a shared house. So
Yeah.
it could have been anybody's.
Yeah, it was. It was, you know,
Yeah.
previous tenants of tenants of tenants, students of students. I was like, you know what? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll leave it for like a month. I'll keep it here. If someone comes and says, oh, you know, I bought something. You know, my Amazon or something was tailored to that old address, my old student
Yeah.
address. Have you still? I was like, yeah, it fucking goes. But that was, I was like, right, I'll sit on it for a month because like a nice size box, like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll wait on this, wait on this. Told Alicia about it as well. Month passes by, no one's came for it. I was like, 4 weeks is up. I'm cracking into this. Excited. Super excited. Opened it up, it was a Quran. I was like,
A what?
a Quran.
Oh, like a religious
Yeah,
book.
the
Like,
religious book. The religious book. I was like, right. What am I
You
gonna
still
get
have
out of this? No, I left it in the house.
did you go like this? Did you go, ah,
Just
toss it in
I
the
didn't
bin?
I didn't check it out. Just like, I guess I'll put it back in the box now and see. Hopefully someone comes back for it. I guess, but yeah, I didn't. I for some reason I was expecting like, I don't know, fucking PSP or something, or a Game Boy Color or something like that. But
Or let engage.
Nokia Engage, yeah. But how did I even get into that? Opening mail. Sorry,
Yeah.
I did rail do that, Joe.
Well, like I was just going on a rant about things that are pissing me off recently.
So the two things that pissed you off was two car related things. Is that
Two
is that
car
right?
related things, yeah. It's just
Actually, I haven't spoke to you. We haven't spoke since the Halloween talk, is it? When we talking about like
oh yeah.
Halloween, Toy Story. How was that thing? That scary thing?
Oh, it wasn't as scary as I was like in my mind. Like
Right.
at when I was leading up to it, was more like, oh fuck, this is freaky. Like we had to drive up to a mountain. It was an abandoned mine where this thing is. It's actually really good. Like it's in the off, you know, not in Halloween or Christmas or anything. It's just like a normal, I don't know, like there's like a zip line there and a mountain roller coaster and you know, like those treetop climbing things you got to harness in.
Yeah. Go
That
ape,
type-
like
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's in an abandoned mine. But it's not underground. It's like
Wow.
above ground. But
right.
you can
And
see like it.
is this stuff there when it's not Halloween? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's what it normally is. But it had out
Right.
on Halloween they were like, you know, spook it up a little bit, you know.
Spook it right
and then
up, yeah.
and then at Christmas they do like Santa's Christmas
Grotto.
mine, you know.
Grotto, like.
Yeah,
His little grotto cave, yeah, his
yeah,
troglodyte
yeah.
cave.
And he's like, "What do you want for Christmas, little children?"
Yeah, come sit on me lap, kids.
What you want for Christmas, tell Santa.
Right, yeah, how was it though? How was the night?
It was good. There was a lot of like it was. I'd say it was good for like um, I wouldn't say younger kids, but like maybe 10 or 12, maybe a little bit younger than that. It was overall the experience was. I sound like I'm writing a fucking TripAdvisor thing. Overall, the experience was very fun. It was good for kids. You know, there was very nice food and drinks. You know, um, well, there was guys in these prosthetic masks and things, and they'd go up to people and stand there and stare at you, and then they'd go and scare you, like that sort of thing. So there was like,
Classic.
yeah, yeah. They stood next to me and they sort of. I think he put his arm around me, and I was like, oh, this is just some guy in a mask, you know.
Yeah.
They had like,
They touch you, yeah.
yeah, but it says on the thing, do not
The usual clause, yeah. The usual clause is don't touch them, they don't touch you.
touch them. But they weren't like, you know, coming at me grabbing my boobs, like, you know.
Like,
They just like put an arm around me and like sort of like a how's it going, pal? That sort of thing. But
right.
it
Sounds
was more it was more yeah. It was more like scary for like I'd say like preteens.
Kiddos, like,
You could hear like some of the little kids, little boys and girls, they were like screaming when they were coming up to them and they were chasing them around like the outside bit, making, you know, growling noise and stuff. But the bit that I enjoyed the most, there was a mountain. It was like I don't know if it's called a mountain coaster or whatever. I thought it was like the ones where you sit on like a toboggan type thing and you push the, you know, like you can pull it back as the brake or push it forward to go
yeah.
faster. I thought it was that type of thing on rails, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was
Toboggan.
like,
Love that word.
yeah, that's
Great
what I
word,
thought.
eh?
Yeah, you hear that type of thing in when you what type of you're doing school trips and you go, you know, the overnight stay. Right, tomorrow we go in skiing, we go on tobogganing, and then we go into the pool.
Yeah.
And the day
Like,
after we go on horse riding, and
like we mentioned like years ago, innit? Fucking Llangrannog, innit?
yeah, yeah. We'll get onto that. But yeah, but the end of that story there was basically it was like a motorized roller coaster type thing. It was really cool. And it was quite fast as well, and it was quite spooky because it was at dark and there was like lights and the rain was starting to pick up as well. It was like, well, it was atmospheric. It was good. But yeah, Llangrannog. That's where you go tobogganing in Llangrannog, and then you ride the horses and you go walking.
Yeah. So it's like the Welsh equivalent of like a school outdoor activity trip, innit? You have a bit of
Yeah.
orienteering. You do use north, south, east, and west and shit like that. Find treasure and
Yeah, what's that called? Pioneer? No, not pioneering.
orienteering.
Orienteering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For some reason,
orienteering.
like I thought like that was the pinnacle of outdoors when I was a kid. Oh my god, we're doing some orienteering. That means I'm pretty much Ray Mears now. If I can kindle a fire and I can do a bit of orienteering, that means I'm foolproof. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Absolutely foolproof to survive on my own. Loved it though. Loved stuff like that back in the day.
yeah. I remember there was Llangrannog always had the scary story of the Black Nun. Have you heard about that?
No, I don't remember that.
No, it was just
No.
I don't know whether it. Well, I think a lot of people would know about it if you mentioned it, but like there was this ghost story that people would tell. Like you go there, like this type of place, you stay in a room, a cabin with like, you know, 5 other kids. When you were a kid, obviously, you know.
Yeah. Fucking hope so, Joe, to be honest.
Yeah, but they what they'd say was at midnight there'd be Black Nun, like you know, like the Nun horror film now.
All right, yeah,
Like
I haven't seen it though, but I know what you mean.
like that sort of thing would like knock on the window and then they'd carve your name in the bunk, you know.
Yeah.
That sort of scary thing. But I remember the scariest thing about the Llangrannog was when you stay up past your bedtime and the teachers would go fucking mental. You
Yeah.
ever had that? I remember one that came in and he like knocked on the door. He's like, "Boys, it's 11 o'clock. You're up early in the morning." Blah 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 blah. And then he had I just all I remember was the teacher had spiky hair, like like a Karen cut. It's like that type
Right.
of over there, spiked at the back sort of hairstyle back in the day. And I can't remember. I don't know who said it. They never admitted to it. But one of the boys was like, "Fucking hell! All right, calm down, Sonic." Right?
Right.
I don't. Bear in mind that we were like 12, so saying "fuck" was like, you know, all he said. But it was because it was all dark in the room and he was at the door. All right, Sonic, fucking calm down. And he went, right, whoever said that, I'm going to call your parents, they're going to come and get you, and all this shit. It's like, no, they fucking not. They're not
man.
gonna come and get us. But yeah,
Class.
those like trips away to Llangrannog and all those things, they were all pretty fun.
Yeah, I hope they still do that for like the little one and stuff when he's older.
Yeah,
I hope those trips still exist. That kind of.
yeah, I think they do still do those things. Not to give away exactly what what I do for work, but I do IT around schools and things like that. So I fix computers in schools, but I think they still go on trips like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're still in the loop with it all.
yeah.
You never know. You might go full circle and you'll be the one when you're like, a bit older. And be like, right, everyone, shut the fuck up. It's
Well,
11 o'clock.
It almost.
I've had my
got to
car washed. I've had my car washed last week, and I'm pissed off.
that.
So quiet down and want a good night's sleep.
Sat there looking at the ceiling in Llangrannog, thinking about the car wash. All around me are familiar faces.
Yeah, it'd be like a Nolan movie. It'll come back in full circle. You'd be like, right, boys, it's 11 o'clock. Shut them up. They'd be like, all right, Russell, calm the fuck down.
Fly off in your balloon house, cunt. I probably
like, ringing your parents.
at that time when I was in school, I probably looked even more like Russell.
We should have gone for that for Halloween one year, man.
I
That'd
know.
be perfect.
I'm gonna have to. I think
Yeah,
maybe.
do it, man.
Yeah, I'll go.
Shave the beard off, go to Russell, and then Katie goes Carl. or like Kevin.
A big fucking bird.
Yeah, Kevin goes Kevin the bird. That'd be good.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah.
Me and the little one went trick or treating.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
How did that go?
It was good. It was good. And when it's Mike Myers, of course, he wanted to go
Yes.
as I think he wants to go as a ghost. I think I said that already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got a bed sheet, cut it all up. But he was like apprehensive of the concept of knocking strangers' doors, which is totally fine. It's totally understandable.
That's actually pretty good.
Switched on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
'Cause the last thing you want is him to just be, oh yeah,
Into it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's fine. I'll just knock a stranger's door. But if he's thinking already at what 3, like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know this person. I don't know stranger
Yeah,
danger
it was
sort of thing, innit?
I had to like role play it in the house to make sure like this is what you do is okay. So I was like closing like the kitchen door and be like, right, knock the door, say trick or treat, and I open the door and I'd given something. I'm like, right, let's go and do it. Let's go outside and do it now. And we like walking around our street and doing it. And he was like a bit weird about it. He's like a bit like sheepish.
Yeah, and he's not
So we only-
sheepish. He's not a sheepish boy.
No, usually pretty mental. So we only did because he's only young. We only did like 5 or 6 houses as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Did
Did
he
like 6 houses, and he's like, home now, daddy. Like go
Yeah.
home now. He's like, all right, yeah, fair enough. Take you home.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had some sweets and stuff, but it was good. It was good. I think it's obviously going to be those things where, like same as Christmas. The more years go on, the more exciting it's going to
get it.
be. He's going to be more
Yeah.
aware of it all. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
It's good.
suppose that's you don't think about that, do you? Just think because we're so used to Halloween, we're so used to Christmas. It's like oh yeah, it's just a normal
yeah.
normal thing.
Surprisingly, he was a bit more into bonfire night this year, even though we didn't do it. We didn't do anything per se. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really into like going to like a field and watching a big display.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of gets on my tits, to be honest, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Same.
But upstairs, his room has quite a good panoramic view of like we're quite high up on a hill,
Yeah.
so it kind of looks down on like the various parts of the city. So we just had a couple of hot dogs like and watched it from his window in the night.
Oh, nice.
He was loving it 'cause he was like, because it was quite panoramic. He was able to like point out to like the
Yeah.
window, be like, oh, look over there. fireworks over there,
Yeah, I
fireworks over
suppose
there.
fireworks are a lot easier to understand than Halloween.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
look at that.
look at that, and that's a fucking bang.
Yeah, but yeah, classic hot dogs. What do you have like a tradition for Guy Fawkes night?
I didn't even know it was until the day after. I forgot.
But how do you forget? It's usually like I feel like bonfire night's the only like celebration where people do it fucking a week before and a week after.
Well, that's what I mean, because it was already fireworks going off. I just sort of switched off from it.
It gets annoying, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
It's
I
like
think
Halloween. You don't have trick or treaters like 3 days before. A
no,
bonfire night, you have fucking fireworks like 6 days
still going
before.
off now.
I know. Fireworks happening right now outside. Like, it
Yeah.
gets my tits. It gets right on my tits. Like,
How
I don't like fireworks as it is.
no, I mean, it's like unless it's like for me, unless it's like a massive explosion, I don't care. Like I want it to be so fucking loud and bright that it's like fuck. That's what I
Dangerous, like.
want. I want to feel the fucking explosion, you know. Not like blowing
All
a
right.
firework up into my face. I mean
All right.
like
Sorry, Robert Oppenheimer. Fucking hell.
yeah, I want to have the goggles on and everything, and it just like bright fucking thing goes past. No, I've never. I think I've only ever experienced that once with the firework, but I don't know if they meant to do it on purpose, where they had like multiple going off at the same time, but it was so loud that I felt the shock wave. Do you know?
I do, yeah.
Like it
Bloody
was
hell.
like more like a sound wave because of the
Mm,
bang. But yeah, I couldn't give a fuck about fireworks.
yeah.
Although I did have there was a funny experience one year where we went to my grandfather's or my grandmother's house, and he had like a sort of a dirt patch, like what he does like he grows his potatoes and stuff like that, and then there was like a beam that was against the fence, so he was like, oh, I'll put the Catherine wheel on it. You know,
Yeah.
I like those ones. They're pretty cool. Just did that, and then
Mm.
he put a lot of rockets in the dirt to fly off because he'd taken all the potatoes out and all of that, so he was just soil basically. Didn't realize he put them upside down.
Right. How could he do that?
Well, he's
Stick the
old,
rockets up.
he's old geezer. So I just remember all of us kids, with our sparklers outside waiting for the fires to off in Bumpy's garden, fucking
Mm.
lit them. It's like fucking World War II out there in the trenches. Like World War
Blowing up mounds of
Oof,
it. Boom, boom.
Yeah, it was just fucking. It was like like a film. It was like, "Ee," and they're like, that was us
Yeah. That's
fucking
class.
on the floor. Like, oh, my cousin's like, go on without me,
Yeah. Like Save It Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Where Tom Hanks is like sat there with a pistol trying to shoot a tank. Dunk, dunk.
Just fucking
Uh.
shrapnel coming out of my bits of potato and everything.
Oh, that's
No.
class.
I
I
yeah,
used
but
to, I used to love a sprinkler. I was a big sprinkler kid.
the ones where you could
Yeah,
write
write
your
your name
on.
on. Yeah. I had remember vividly as a kid having brand new gloves bought for me from my parents
Mhm.
just for like the winter, like fresh gloves for the winter. I was like, oh, these are nice quality gloves. And for some reason, I fucked them up by pinching the end of the sprinkler light. It would just make like big singes with my
Yeah.
fingertips. Didn't even think of the consequence at the time, but
Have you shown
I think
Miles
back.
the sprinklers sparklers
No,
yet?
no, I
No?
haven't done any of that yet. No,
How's
like I said, we didn't do anything like that. We just in up in his bedroom.
how's Humphrey with the fireworks?
He's fine. He took him for a walk on the night.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
To give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, people were saying that about me. Like, oh, the cats with fireworks. I bet they hate them. Leia, she's a like secluded cat. Anyway, she just sits there and hides under the bed or in her little cave that we bought her. Lex, he was like, look at the window, like just loving it. He
Yeah,
just,
he didn't give a shit either.
no.
I think it's
He-
like certain dogs, maybe very
certain dogs,
fragile.
certain cats. Yeah, but he was just like watching it, like, oh, what's going on? He was like, actually, we drew the curtains just to make sure that it didn't scare them or anything. But yeah, they just fucking peeking their head through.
Nice,
Loving
mate. It seems. I know it sounds like a really like grown up y thing to say, but all these three, Halloween, Bonfire Night, and then Christmas, that gap is getting tighter every year for me.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. I
god,
know.
like
I
it's
like,
unreal.
like, it's just, it's almost December as we're recording this, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Anywhere you walk though, it's just Christmas now. Like as soon as Halloween stops now, Christmas is the next day. You go into a shop and there's fucking Mariah Carey on. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's no breathing period anymore. It's unreal.
Do you ever feel Christmas song?
Uh, I can't believe we're going there already, but Krista Berg probably. It's a spaceman came running.
I don't
The
know.
one who goes, and we go now. That song?
No.
Oh, mate, it's classic. Or Mike Oldfield, who made Tubular Bells, like the Exorcist theme.
Yeah.
He's got a Christmas song as well that goes run da dun da dun da dun run da dun da dun da dun dun da dun da dun da dun da da dun.
I think it.
That, that feels pretty festive every time I hear that one.
Oh, I think I know what you're on about. Is it
Yeah.
like on a flute?
Yeah, it's like a
Like
pipe, panpipes or something. Yeah. Those two songs.
Run
Yeah.
that bell, put him in jail, put him in
Put him
jail.
in jail. Yeah. Do you have any ones before we wrap this up?
I like Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheesy.
Yeah, it's pretty
but
good. Yeah, it's better than fucking.
Feliz Navidad. You know.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit, doing it? There's always a lot of shit with Christmas. Like,
Why aren't there any Easter songs? Why aren't there any like Halloween songs? Apart
there's
from
loads of
Thriller.
Halloween songs. The Monster Mash. The
Yeah, but
Monster
it's not.
Mash. It
Yeah,
was a graveyard smash.
it
That
was
kind of stuff.
late in the evening and the monsters arrive. You know, like
Yeah, that's a Halloween song, right?
yeah, I suppose. But it's not like it's not like you hear on the radio though. At Christmas, it's all over the fucking radio. But then you don't
Yeah.
hear like fucking Monster Mash on the radio at Halloween, do you?
The one that I always thought was Michael Jackson for a while, but it always feels like Halloween to me is I always feel like somebody's watching me. That one.
That
Is
is
that
Michael
song?
Jackson.
It's not, mate. It's not, is it? I always thought it was, but it isn't.
I think it
Am I
is.
gonna have to search this?
I think so. Yeah, but I didn't. I think the guy like duped him into doing it.
Duped him. I thought it was it's by Rockwell. Who sings the background vocals? Oh, it is. You're right. The artist. It's published by a person called Rockwell,
Yeah.
but the song is featuring backing vocals from Michael and Jermaine Jackson. All right, so I
Yeah,
did think.
but I remember like it was something like he didn't realize that it was the background or something along those lines where it was like muddled up in the sort of production of the song.
Mm.
But then like because I think that song is like why does it always feel he's like talking, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why does it feel like somebody's watching me?
Yeah. Well, that feels like Halloween, though. Did that feel like
Yeah.
Halloween to you?
Yeah, it's kind
And
of a
obviously,
creepy.
obviously, Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Busted makes me feel good. I love it. Classic.
Yeah, there's the classic Starlight, yeah.
Starlight
that
Sun, yeah.
that
If it,
classic.
if it is Starlight Sun, that's a pretty good version, actually.
Yeah, I think you were the one who introduced it to me.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's probably plenty of bloody Halloween songs, Joe.
Yeah.
Just not thinking of them, we?
All I can think of is Nightmare Before Halloween, but that's just film score, isn't it? Film music.
Night Before Christmas, mate. You said Night Before Halloween.
Did I? Did I just say Nightmare Before Halloween? Oh fuck! I'm having a nightmare. I'm having a nightmare before Christmas.
like you could play those songs at Christmas or Halloween. They've kind of doubled up.
I think I've determined after all these years, Nightmare Before Christmas is a
shit movie.
No, I don't think it's shit. I like it.
I'm gonna go out there on a limb and say I don't really like it that much.
It's a November film. It's not a fucking December or October film.
All right,
you gotta watch it then. Do you wanna know why?
Why is that?
Because the start of the film, Halloween is just finished.
Yeah.
And at the end of the film, Christmas is just starting. That's November.
Right.
So all of that preparation and all of that shit that's going on in the film is November. So That I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave this end of this podcast. I'm gonna leave you on that fucking fantastic bit of knowledge from me. Thank you
And
for.
I also, to be fair, I do like the part of the film where they go, "It's the middle of November." Do you remember that bit?
I'll have to research that bit.
No, I'm joking. I just made it up.
No, I'd love that. I would love that if in the middle of it, Oogie Boogie's like, "Yeah, it's the end of November," you know. Anyway, that was a really bad impression, and
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it a bit of a shorter one today because of the fucking technical difficulties, as fucking usual.
Oh yeah, tack this on right at the end. We're actually trying a different recording format, and it was all Joe's idea. So if this is terrible, blame Joe.
Same as the dog walk episode. That was also my fault that I keep getting reminded of.
So if this one's shit, and then the dog walk in this one's shit, then we know what to do, and that's to stick to the normal format. Yeah,
we know where the fault lies. It's what's it called? Trial and error, isn't it?
Trial and error.
But
Yeah,
this
Joe
is
and
what
error.
it is. That's what the name of this podcast should be called. Trial, which is you, and error, which is me.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
catch you later.
Right. Try, mate.